Hey everyone, how's it going? Boosterholics here and welcome to my simple guide to buying from China. Now if you're watching this video, it means you're interested in buying directly from stores in China to make sure you get genuine products. If you're okay with buying from AliExpress or from third-party vendors, then you probably do not need to go through all of this effort. But for everyone else, stick around and I'll show you how I managed to get items delivered to me in Thailand from stores such as Kayou and Pokemon itself. Before we start, I want to address the most common question I get asked in my DMs. The purpose isn't to save money. The purpose is to make sure you get genuine products. So it's not always cheaper than buying it off eBay or off of AliExpress. It really depends on how Taobao or any other store will consolidate your shipments. Although I've only focused on trading cards, it should be applicable to any other products that you want as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is go to taobao.com. And you want to go to the main Taobao, not your local regional website version they may have, like they have one in Thailand. But you want the actual taobao.com with no extra suffixes. So that way you know you're on the Chinese one. Now the other thing you can do is if you scroll to the top, so you might want to get translate for this. It should show Chinese mainland. So that way you know you're on the Chinese website. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and register. So we're going to click on sign up for free. On the registration page, you can click English at the top and you can sign in or register, with whatever mobile number you want. Now I registered with a Thailand number and that caused complications because I already had Alipay on my UK number. So if you already have Alipay, use your Alipay number. If you don't have Alipay, then just use whatever real mobile number you have and Taobao will automatically create an Alipay account for you without having to verify your personal identity. So no passport scans, for example. However, there is a spending limit, so eventually you may be asked to verify yourself. So just be wary of that. The reason why we're sticking with Taobao is simply because that has the most options. So through Taobao, you can also make purchases from Tmall. So that's like Taobao's authorized sellers. But if you were to use Tmall website, you can't see Taobao items. You can only see Tmall items. But on Taobao, you can see both. JD.com also have an international service, but their rules are way more strict than Taobao, so it's harder to work around. So you will follow the same process, but the items available for international shipping is much lower in JD. So try Taobao first, and then you can slowly move over to JD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly sign in. All right, so now I'm signed in, and this is the page I'm at. And you can see I'm still using Chinese mainland. I could use worldwide, and I could use Thailand. If I use Thailand, it makes it a bit easier in the sense that I will only see items that they will ship over to me. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work. But I prefer using the Chinese mainland so I can see everything. And there is a bit of a workaround to adding things from China to your basket. The first thing you probably should do is download the Taobao app. Now to do this, you need to have access to a Chinese store. So things like Xiaomi's Get apps. So let's say we're interested in Pokemon. So what I will do is down in the description below, I will include all of the links to the Pokemon stores as well as the Kayou and the card.fun stores. If you're watching this and you want other things like Xiaomi, phones, etc., then obviously you need to go to the Xiaomi website and go to the Tmall link or Taobao link through there. It's just going to be the easiest. I can't list every single store for everybody. But if I search Pokemon, for example, because this is probably going to be the most popular one, you can see this logo here. So that's the Tmall logo. So that is going to be the official. So you see it takes me to Tmall. So that's going to be the official store. Now Pokemon is unique and it does annoy me a little bit in the sense that you can't browse the official store on the browser. You can only do it on the app with the region set to Chinese. So that's why I said download the app. If you haven't, go look for it in your store and download it. You can also try scanning this QR code and see if it takes you to your app store and allows you to download Taobao direct. The other QR code you can try is this one for the Tmall store, but it should also link Taobao as well. So let's say you've already done all of that and now you've added items to your basket. They will turn up like this, and you can see there's a few things that I'm keeping an eye on. A lot of them just so I can go back to the stores. So this one is Goods Fun. So you can buy accessories and peripherals related to card.fun trading cards. This one is the Xiaomi store. I keep it for its monitors and its phones, just keeping a track of what's coming up. This one's card.fun, and you can buy products directly from card.fun website as well. I've already purchased Crosscore. And then there's Kayou as well, which I purchased along with Pokemon. And then they delivered to Thailand as well. So again, most of these links I'll put down in the description below. But if I go to a product rather than a store, you can see here there's estimated costs to Thailand. Now, depending on what address you've registered with, you will see estimated costs here. So you can decide from here if it's going to be worth it for you or not. So you can click here and check the billing rules. And you can see here that the first half a kilo is 9.5 yuan. And then any further half a kilo is 10 yuan. And this is to Thailand. Your own country will have the same thing. So you can take a look and decide before you buy. Alright, now to quickly just show you what I meant by on Taobao, you can buy from Tmall as well. So you see this logo here, this is Tmall with these symbols. So if I translate to English, you can see Tmall or Taobao. Now if I was using Tmall.com, I don't get the option to see Taobao. Taobao is basically your random Tom, Dick and Harry registering to sell. So third-party vendors. Tmall is your approved stores that have been vetted. JD.com does a better job of vetting according to my Chinese friends. But I'm like, as long as I'm buying from official stores, it's okay. I would only stick to official stores and avoid the others. And one thing you'll find in China is a lot of things claim to be flagship stores, but they're not even related. So I would go from their official website and link it down to Taobao and then shop from there. But this one I already know is the official one because I've already gone through the link and purchased many times. But this is what I was saying, why you want Taobao.com, not Tmall, because Taobao.com will still let you see the Tmall items. In terms of creating an account, if you create an account on Taobao, you've got an account on Tmall automatically. So you don't need to go to Tmall.com and make a new account. You can just sign in with the one you've created now. The other thing is, if you're interested in buying singles, there are some singles on Taobao. Obviously, be smart, be vigilant, but you can still buy singles from China. They are usually more expensive because the one used in China is this one, which is Idlefish. But when I tried to use this, I could only use a Chinese shipping address, so you will need a proxy service. So that's not the purpose of this video, so I'm just going to go back to Taobao. All right, so now you've done your account creation, you've added things to the basket, or you tried. One of two things will happen. One, you add it to the basket, perfectly fine. Two, it'll say the product is not available for sending to your region or your country. Now you go to the app. You find that same product on the app whilst you're in the Chinese mainland region. Add it to your basket and then come back to your browser and refresh your basket, and that item will come up in the basket, and now you can check out with your international address. I didn't realize it, but that's what I did with Pokemon, and I think that's what allowed me to purchase Kayou and Pokemon together. It was through the app, because for the Pokemon products I had to open the app, and then I ended up back here. All right, so then you do the checkout. That's self-explanatory. As long as you have Google Translate, you'll be fine. Put in your home address, and then what will happen is the item will get delivered to Taobao's warehouse. From the warehouse, it will be consolidated and sent out to you. So when it gets to the warehouse, you will receive another invoice to pay for the consolidated shipping. Now, I've received 2 orders from Taobao already. One of them they did consolidate, and then the second one they didn't consolidate at all, so made the shipping a bit more expensive. So that's why I say, if genuine products is your thing and you don't mind if the shipping becomes a little bit extra than expected, go for it. If your aim is cost saving only, then this might be a bit too volatile depending on how the consolidation's done, in which case you might as well stick to AliExpress if cost is more important than authenticity of products. Right? So this is a simple guide. I hope it's got all the information you need to be able to create your account and make the purchases. Just bear in mind, because you're doing an international transaction, Alipay will charge you roughly 3% of the total order fee. If you find this guide useful, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know what's your first purchase from Taobao, and then come back and update us on how this experience goes, especially if you're ordering from the UK or US. I haven't tried JD.com yet, but I will do soon. I've been keeping an eye on it for the sales, and I'm expecting good sales on 11/11. So hopefully then I'll get to try JD.com as well. And as you already saw in my basket, I do have some electronics in there, so I do intend to test it with products other than trading card games. But the biggest one by far is Pokemon, mainly because it's got a worldwide appeal. There's a lot of good Chinese exclusive products, and also Taobao is the only place you can buy from Pokemon directly in China. You can buy from other stores such as Toys R Us, for example, but with those you'll need a proxy shipping service, and the purpose of this video is to avoid all of that. If you haven't already, go take a look at my opening videos of the Pokemon pack that I ordered, as well as the binders that I ordered from Kayou. Until next time, see ya.